Now, remember how excited the right-wing host was when RFK Jr. decided to run against Biden in the Democratic primary? If you need a reminder, take a look.
You've gone viral, not only with your message, but just your sheer masculinity.
So RFK Jr. has a vision. I mean, at least he has one. Biden has none. RFK Jr.'s lane is on the populist left.
If RFK wasn't polling so well, his remarks wouldn't be censored, they'd be dealt with. The Democrats would be smart if they did some self-reflection here, because RFK's popular, not just because of his views on the vaccine, he's popular because on key issues, he represents the values of the old Democrat Party.
Like many of his fellow Democrats and others in the media mob, make no mistake, they are right now furious with RFK Jr. They seem to loathe his stance on medical freedom and privacy. They are angry he does not toe the party line on the war in Ukraine and former President Donald Trump. They can't seem to stand that Robert Kennedy Jr. is a free thinker with classic liberal principles.
Well, now that RFK Jr. has officially moved to running as an independent, his buddies over on Fox News have turned on him. And one who didn't even hide his 180-degree turn was Sean Hannity, who had RFK on his show this week. After having him on his show previously, dedicating the entire hour to interviewing him, which is something he only typically reserves for Republican candidates. But now his tone has completely shifted. Take a look.
I hope you don't mind, but I did a little research on you. You're pretty liberal. You know, you've called for curbing, logging, oil drilling, fracking. You wanted to eliminate it. You called it a victory for democracy. You want to curb U.S. fossil fuel extraction. Keep it in the ground, you once tweeted. You want to ban on fossil fuel extraction, a ban on fracking. You called the NRA once a terror group. You've supported over the years Democrats, Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary. You've praised Bernie Sanders multiple times. You support affirmative action. So why is this party of yours, why didn't they even want to allow you to compete? Because that's as pretty liberal of a record as anybody I know.
I think it's fascinating to see Sean Hannity at the beginning of that clip say he's done a little bit of research on him, conceding that before he had him on previously, he didn't do any research on him. But RFK Jr. seemed pretty rattled with the change in tone and called them talking points. And that's when Hannity got big mad.
I mean, by the way, I'm giving you comments that you made in 2016, 17, 19. Endorsements, we know the years Gore, Kerry, Obama, Hillary, Bernie Sanders. They're all recent quotes. The NRA quote you made about calling them a terror group was 2018. So these are recent positions you've had. That I'm not sure why the Democratic Party wouldn't allow you to compete.
Do you want to talk about my position, Sean?
Yes, sir.
Do you want to read talking points from the Trump campaign?
Well, excuse me, these are not talking points. These are called Hannity points. I do my own research.
Conveniently, as I mentioned before, he didn't do his own research when RFK Jr. was running in the Democratic primary. But if you're wondering why the shift is starting, it's because RFK Jr. is unsurprisingly polling better with Republicans than Democrats. And so they're worried he'll take votes away from Trump rather than Biden in the general. Now, here's a poll just from September. It shows RFK Jr.'s image up among Republicans, way down with Democrats. And Jackson, it's funny because all of the reasons they liked RFK Jr. in the first place are the same reasons why the Republican voters like him. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's so absolutely ridiculous and silly to be. I mean, of course, they're angry that he's not running in the Democratic primary where he wouldn't be siphoning votes away from Trump. But the change in tone is so blatant. And the juxtaposition between how they treated him before and now, it's laughable.
Absolutely. And I mean, Robert Kennedy Jr., I don't really get him, like I don't really know exactly what his plot is, what exactly he's going for. But he has to feel somewhat foolish for being in a position now where it's like you grifted to the right and now the right's kind of like, you might pull some people away in the primary, but not really. I mean, so I don't really know what they're worried about. But What they're worried about is Trump has almost 100 felonies that he's not going to beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to see the writing on the wall. They know that the House chaos is really not just making them look bad, but just really deterring people, making people think anew. Because one of the things that we have to realize is we're at a turn of the generation now. A lot of people who have been in charge are in their 80s or older. Dianne Feinstein passed away at 90 years old. So now it's our turn, Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z. And what are we really looking at? So they're just mad, obviously, like you pointed out, that he'll take some stuff away from Trump. But, beautiful news for us.
Exactly. Yeah. It looks like nothing but good news for the Democrats.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.